Hello everyone, I'm Shanon, and I always have the same problem. I never know which book to pick before bed. I always want to read them all at once. But this book over here might solve one of my problems, because it's called The Last Book Before Bedtime, a story by Nicola. Let's have a look. At the end of a day that's been filled with lovely things that ping and beep and buzz and glow, there's nothing better than one last book before bed. You could say it's the most important story of the whole day. But which story will it be? Hello? Three little pigs, can you hear me? I said, what could the last book before bed possibly be? But I'm in the middle of a game. The last book before bed? Oh, that sounds interesting. Please excuse us. We seem to be having some technical difficulties. Excuse me, Three Little Pigs. It's time for the story to start now. We have a really sleepy reader here, and we need a bedtime story. Is there time for cake first? Get ready, little pigs, or we'll read something else. Come on, let's get this show on the road. Right, at last, we can get started. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. When they were all grown up, their mother sent them into the real world to seek their fortunes. But first, she kissed them on their piggy noses and said, "Work hard and remember, beware of the big bad wolf." The three little pigs soon found a meadow where the flowers smelled so lovely and the river bubbled so cheerfully that the first little pig declared, "This meadow is perfect. I shall build my house right here and I shall make it out of straw." Well, we all know how that's going to turn out. I want to know when lunch is. But before the first little pig could even start building his house, there was a rather pink interruption. Hello? It was Cinderella. If this is the last story before bedtime, you really want a princess story. My book has romance, an evil stepmother, and everyone knows princess stories are made into films and toys. No one's going to want to watch a film with you pork chops in it. Hey, you interrupted our story. And who are you calling pork chop? I haven't even had a chance to build my brick house yet. Well, you're here now, Cinderella. Let's see what happens. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful maiden who lived with her evil stepmother and two ugly sisters. The maiden was sweet and lovely, but her family was mean. They made her sleep by the fireplace, and because she was always covered in cinders, they called her Cinderella. One day, an invitation arrived from the royal palace. The prince was holding a grand ball, and everyone was invited. Everyone, that is, except Cinderella. Her evil stepmother would not let her go. Hang on, is this a kissy-kissy story now? Who cares? There's a banquet in the story. I'd just like to point out that there are no pigs in the Cinderella story. Settle down, little pigs. You three can be the evil stepmother and the ugly stepsisters. Right, pigs, get your dresses on. As the three little pigs, the evil stepmother and the ugly stepsisters left the house, Cinderella began to cry, for she desperately wanted to go to the ball too. Suddenly, there was a poof of magic and a fairy appeared. "We shall go to the ball." I said, "A fairy appeared." Well, this is embarrassing. It usually works. Let's try again. But who's going to be the fairy? I'm just looking forward to the cake. Suddenly, there was a poof of magic and Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf appeared? That's a surprise. So, do you like the way in which these three stories are being combined into one? And how do you think the story develops? How would you continue it? And what do you think the big bad wolf will invent this time? Will he dress up as someone as well? Or maybe be nice and enjoy having tea with the others? I'm really excited to find out, so I'm going to keep reading the book, and you should do the same. Bye-bye.